Welcome to another episode of AdventureSphere. Today I'll be covering Ron Michael Vicknair, a man missing from the Woodlands, Texas. But first, become part of our family by subscribing to our channel, stay up to date by ringing the notification bell, and share our content to help spread awareness of how we can help recover missing loved ones free of charge. The places I mention are shared with my blessing, so Ron can be reunited with his family, regardless who higher powers work through. The description box has our email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case confidentially, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. The video of Google Earth has a measurement from a starting point theory or known location and goes out to possible search areas. We focus on bodies of water within 5 miles from home, their last cell phone ping, last known location, and sentimental sites where water is deep enough to hide a vehicle. If an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. Ron Michael Vicknair, then 44, is missing from the Woodlands, Texas. His last date of contact was Monday, August 31st, 2020. He left sometime between 8 and 8:30 to head to work. Ron never arrived. His truck was last located traveling north on Interstate 45 near Huntsville. The last cell phone ping was a tower in Huntsville. I think these are very crucial words. It's the last location and in Huntsville. Ron drives a pearl white 2016 GMC Sierra pickup with Texas license plates KBH5692. They expired in 2020. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office can be reached at 936-760-5800. Ron's birth date is March 30th, 1976. He will be 46 today. Interesting little tidbit here. His home is on 6 Pines Drive. He worked at the Chevron plant, but it doesn't say which one. Something kind of coincidental here is that one of their, I think it's the headquarters, the global headquarters for Chevron Phillips is also on 6 Pine Drive. I got to wondering, is it, does his house just happen to be on the same street? Or was he maybe leaving that headquarter building and heading to a different plant or a different work location? Let's see here. Okay, so there are some lakes. Oh, let me rewind back a little bit more. So the Chevron Phillips headquarters on 6 Pines Drive. He was last known to be in Huntsville, Texas. That's 42 miles north of the Woodlands. There are some lakes and reservoirs up this way, but he would have driven past most of them by the time he got to Huntsville. The other bodies of water, there's one in front of the prison museum, but I think it's just a retention pond that probably dries out by the middle of summer. The phone stopped transmitting in Huntsville. I'm wondering if the phone was turned off and powered down, or if it just stopped sending pings because it was, it ran out of battery, or if there was some force that hit it, whether it be into a tree or water or what it might have been. And then I was looking up these plants. The main one, it looked like, was Pasadena, Texas. That is just the southwest part of Houston, and it's the same distance from Huntsville as it is to Pasadena from the Woodlands. The next one, Baytown, Texas, is an eastern suburb of Houston. Borger, Texas, is the northwest corner of the state, way up by the Oklahoma Panhandle. Sweeney, Texas, is just southwest of Houston. Orange is just north of Port Arthur on the Louisiana border. Port Arthur is southeast of Houston at the Louisiana border. So Orange is to the south. Port Arthur is just below Orange, maybe 10 miles or so. I didn't actually measure it, but they're pretty close to each other. Then there's Conroe, Texas for a drilling plant, and that's just north of the Woodlands. Then Brownwood and Kingwood are research facilities. Brownwood is 240 miles northeast of Houston, and Kingwood is a northeast suburb of Houston. So I'm looking through all this. He does like a project lead, senior lead person. There's no chevrons that I think would be what his caliber job requires. That would be north of the city. So I'm wondering if he might have had like a stroke or something, and it wasn't strong enough where he was totally incapacitating him on one side of his body, maybe like a transic ischemic attack. Or maybe he just his mind wasn't focused on it, and I'm wondering if he realized that, oh God, I'm up here in Huntsville, I need to turn around and get back down to Houston. And then I come back to this where he was, let's see here, the last located traveling north on Interstate 45 near Huntsville. Did he already go through Huntsville and know he needed to turn back? Or was he almost to Huntsville and now he's looking for a way to turn around and come back? The last phone tower ping was in Huntsville. So I'm wondering if he just might have gotten turned around, and then one of these ponds here on the west side is now into play because he's heading south. Just something to think about. I would be very curious to know of where exactly he was supposed to travel that day. There were no chemical plants in the direction he was heading. And then what cell carrier did he have, or did Chevron issue to him? We might get maybe other information on it that we're just not aware of right now. For the Huntsville boat ramps, there's one in Bettis Creek that looked like it was about 10, 12 miles north of Huntsville. The Riverside Public Boat Ramp and the Waterwood Boat Ramp are south of Trinity, Texas, and way east of 45. And then, let's see here. There's water east of I-45 at the Texas Museum. I had Texas Prison Museum. I think that one might be dried up by the time August rolls around. And I'm wondering, did he maybe get a call en route that required him to go elsewhere? There's a cell tower registered with the FCC on State Highway 19 and a cell tower 4.9 miles north of the Huntsville limit. So I think those are probably the two that are going to come into play when trying to figure out where he went to. If you like this episode and haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel, give our video a thumbs up, and share the movement with those you influence. Feel free to send us an email for equipment donations, ColdCase information, and if you'd like us to feature a missing person with a vehicle. You're all so great at helping me grow this channel. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. 100% of the donations received stay within the organization to purchase sonar equipment and other necessities that will help families, law enforcement, and the environment for years to come. Your contributions from subscribing, watching our content, liking and sharing, to financial support make it possible to offer our services free of charge. I've gotten a few emails from families of missing people who thought their loved ones were forgotten, but they're seeing the movement. Just please know that ultimately we want to have a road warrior lifestyle and reunite the families year-round. We'll spend the summers in the northern climates and winters in the southern states, so we're always moving. Our first giveaway will occur when we reach 300 subscribers, and you must be subscribed to win. Immediate donation links are in the description. Kickstarter and GoFundMe campaigns are coming soon. The video will play for just a couple more minutes here so you can see the entire search area. Maybe you'll see something that I missed. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and remember that we love you.